To the kitchen again. We have, this time we're going to make some peach preserves. We have some fresh peaches from Desert Gold Peach Tree out in the countryside, which is Waddell, Arizona. And so we have our pot of water here. We're gonna blanch the peaches as a beginning part of the recipe for making peach preserves. So you're gonna get a pot of water and you're gonna get ready to boil some water, and then you're gonna dip the peaches in the water like that, and then you're going to put them in a bowl of ice water to cool them off, and that will make the peels easier to take off of the peach. So we'll go ahead and get started with that, and we'll start our water here and get it ready to boil. Okay, so we have the Desert Gold peaches. We're gonna just set in there for about 30 seconds. Probably do like 5 at a time. And then we take them out and we dip them in there for a minute. Hey. And then we move them to the other bowl. The recipe that we're going to use for the peach preserves is the sugar to peaches ratio has to do with the peaches prior to peeling them and cutting them up. So it is it's 12 pounds of peaches for about four cups of sugar. So we're going to measure 12 pounds and we're going to see how much we have here. Is it 11 pounds?
Yes.
Okay, it's 11 pounds of peaches. But 4 cups of sugar?
Yep.
Okay. So we're at three and a half pounds right now. So that's good. That means we might only have a double recipe here. Fantastic. Oh wow, 5 pounds. Holy moly. So that is a lot for the peach preserves. Oh my goodness. Okay, 6 pounds. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to get another bowl. So let's make sure I have about 6 pounds and then yep, that's 5.999, it's pretty much 6 pounds. And then we'll move on and measure some more. Okay, so we have our 6 pounds of peaches that we measured just a minute ago. And now we're gonna find out how much more we have here. So, this is kind of awesome. I'm excited. I thought there was a lot more than there is. So this makes me feel way better about the sugar content that we're going to be putting in here. So, okay. All right, so that right there is another 6 pounds. So this is a full recipe's worth of peaches to put in your peach preserve recipe. And so we'll post that again. And we're gonna probably make a double batch. So we'll keep, ours will be a little bit more as far as the liquid is when you see the rest of the video.
This knife's definitely the best because you need to be able to saw. It's like the sawing action. And you're way less likely to cut your hands. Boop. So you can see how there's a butt crack in every one of these?
Yeah.
That's sort of you want to kind of cut parallel to that. So you want to start up top and you're going to kind of make you're going to anticipate that curvature of that pit in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go around one side, flip it over, go around the other side, and you kind of like, if you bump into it, just sort of like reposition. So 1 cut, 2 cut, and then you just got to cut the ears off. Boom, flip it around, boom. And then if you want to, cut the end off, but if you got close enough, you don't really need to.
Okay, so after a lot of hard work and peeling these peaches, we're gonna go ahead and put them through the food processor so that it's easier for us, since we have a big batch, to boil them for the preserves. And also because we left the peel on some of them. After reading and researching on the internet, the preserves are okay to do that with. So we chose that method because these were not peaches that were easily boiled and allowing the skins to come off. So let's go ahead and blend our peaches up. Probably pretty good. It's still chunky. Let me see here. It's still a little chunky, but it's not liquid. Okay. All right. So we're going to transfer it into these pots, and then we're going to put it back in the big stock pot for the final cooking and reduction of liquids. So let's count out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and a quarter. You just gonna do 12 or? Okay. You wanna just do 12?
Yeah.
Okay. There's gonna be a lot of sugar in the peaches. So 12. Okay. Alright. Alright, so we have boiled the peach preserve down to a very thick mixture to can. we're just heating it up for the canning process, bringing it to a nice boil, and then we're gonna let it cool off for just a second. We also have our supplies ready, so I have our jars in here that are getting ready for, or they've been boiling, so they'll be sanitary. We also have our rings kind of soaking in some bleach water, and you don't probably have to do that, but I get some of my jars from the thrift store, and I want to make sure there's nothing on them. So, and then you want to have your lids ready, so I have all the lids ready, and then I pour the hot water on right at the end. And this is going to be our second pot, so we'll do the second pot tomorrow. There's more peach preserves in there, but this is what we're going to take care of today. We have one more boil on the rest of those preserves, so we'll do that here in just a minute. Okay, so we've gotten it up to bubbling here, and so we're just going to kind of let it boil for a little bit. Make sure everything's going to be safe to put in a canning jar, so it's been kind of cool for a few hours. So we're going to bring it up to temperature, we're going to bring it up to boil, let it boil for a little while, get it nice and hot, and canning ready and canning safe, and we already got it the right consistency, and then we're going to can it, and it smells absolutely wonderful. I wish you could smell it through the camera, but it is amazing. These peaches that we got off the tree out in a farm in Waddell are just fabulous. The color doesn't look that wonderful, but the taste is amazing. So hopefully we can get this all taken care of here pretty soon. All right, so we have our warm jars and our hot liquid. So we are gonna start the canning process here. So we'll put the jars right here, and we're gonna fill them up to about quarter to the top. And this is still really hot. So let's go ahead and get started here. So this is, don't be shy about getting it to the top here, quarter to the quarter inch. So we'll probably take this a little bit out. But we are pretty good there. Okay. All right, we'll move this on over. And fill our next jar here.